And Simon Brown knows that. He must get off to a
fighters wearing black. Brown has to go at it.
Yeah, and Tyrone Trice now around. Simon Brown will get down lower. Tyrone has been a little bit busier, both on the inside.
Of 30 professional fights. Two extremely skilled in the welterweight division. Of course, Mark Reel and Marlon Starling don't want to hear any of that.
Yeah, I think people make a case for Simon Brown, Dan. I think that
Tyrone Trice has to make his
quickly as they did in the first fight. Both men a little bit tentative ahead of them, and they're definitely pacing themselves.
Simon Brown in particular, known as one of the hardest workers coming off the ropes,
especially when he's fresh.
Yeah, both those
conditioning a moment ago.
Oh, and there's a good twice.
There was someone who was not at the point where in his last fight in January, what was counted by punch down.
Approaching the final 10. A good solid, the harder blows in the first round. Shoes, they have their names. Simon Brown was Simon. Trice has the white tassel.
We got him.
I knew this would happen.
Right now it's Simon Brown coming forward. And the trainer tapped him a little bit, said he wanted to get his attention to make sure that Simon wakes up to get into this fight. Coming off the ropes, right hand.
Germantown, Maryland, home country.
And Simon using a good stiff jab to back up Tyrone, but break when he told him to stop boxing and
to keep him up. Brown
to clinch. I mean, the mouth was open and he grabbed him. It's awful early in the fight for that to be happening.
Brown back.
40 seconds left in the whole first fight. I meant round two, I'm sorry.
By Tyrone Trice.
He was in round one. Isolated. Done some damage.
Round number two. Here we go, and after the bell in round
punches well after the bell. Steve Smoger won a point in round 10 from Smoger.
Ooh. Oh, good. After a series of jabs, a good right hand that time by Trice. In the all-black, Simon Brown in the all-black, but he's got Simon on his waistband. Brown. It appears that Trice is much more effective, Alex, when he's throwing that.
Landed good punches, but neither.
Tyrone Trice fighting with effective combinations.
Yeah, Tyrone is. I mean, he can set himself with that back foot and let that right hand go.
By Brown. Even though Trice was trying to clear himself off the ropes. Every time Trice has been back on the ropes, he's tried to score coming off, and he's Trice up against the ropes. There's Natalie Trice at ringside as well, cheering on her husband, the challenger. And no doubt has spent countless hours talking to her husband about what happened in night. Had Brown down in the second round and watched Brown come back and win the vacant championship in the 14th.
One of the reasons a lot of people question Tyrone's dedication to training was when he used to go to Tricia, he takes his wife with him to camp. Tyrone trying to box. You hear his corner saying, good right hand to the body by Tyrone. Both men worked the body much more in the first fight as well.
Another series of jabs by Trice. He fouled with a right but missed. Tried another right and it went short as well. Good action here in round three. Between Simon Brown and both fighters are dressed the same. Simon Brown with the white tassels and the Simon at his waist. A good combination with a Trice.
A very quiet, very disciplined young man.
And for the fighters, a clear violation by Trice. Fighter.
I think both fighters have pushed over about as far as he's going to be pushed. The next one to make.
Oh, a good combination again by Simon Brown, and back comes Tyrone. We'd like to remind our local ABC stations that at the end of this round we'll be taking a station break unless something happens in the interim.
You might have seen one thing from the first hook that he blocked all three of them by holding his right hand up. That left hook.
Both fighters remaining stationary for the first time this fight in the middle of the ring. The pattern has been Brown
the first time they've been stationary in punching. They've been toe-to-toe a few times, but they both clinched area. Right now, they're being busier on the inside. We talked about Tyrone Trice standing straight up. On the inside, he'll bend there, but watch it straight up with his chin up in the air.
And he's stepped down, got a couple of uppercuts up. This is the end of round 4. Flint Small Liquor Professional Boxing will continue after this word from your local ABC station.
Ended that round very, very big, landing the heaviest punches of the fight by either man.
This is
Saw Tyrone Trice off balance, come up with an elbow.
Simon Brown, the King Black, the champion in his shoes, and the Simon
picking up the pace. And the key's going to be whether Tyrone can keep
the same pattern we've seen today. Age not a factor in this fight. Brown, the champion at 25. A good flurry there by Brown. Trice blocked several of those. Trice, the challenger, at 26.
At least, maybe the nose, but definitely in the mouth.
And Tyrone Trice back into the corner. Doing a good job of blocking most of those. Oh, and a good right by Tyrone Trice.
And a good left.
Now that's illegal, holding onto the ropes and throwing a punch. Tyrone Trice choosing to stay in the corner. The last minute of the 5th round.
And already Tyrone Trice is digging the pace. Steamroller yet, but you have to understand that he's putting out a much bigger effort than Simon Brown is.
It's been a very workmanlike, methodical effort by Alex, completely.
The other problem Tyrone has is, we talked earlier about the fact that he has to do his damage early when he's fresh. That's when his power is most effective.
There's a fleck of blood over the left eye of Simon Brown. Oh, and another good combination by the bailout. Simon Brown and Tyrone.
Simon Brown, the coagulant Trice was bleeding from the nose and the mouth.
Got through.
There you see a little movement by Tyrone. He knows. And that might give Tyrone, you'll see that he's done some damage.
Washington, D.C., there is Redskin Bull ringside as well. These two right now, the fans back in 19, who's here with us as well, Meldrick. Good strong right by Tyrone.
He's just not as active as he has to be. And again, a couple of punches there, doesn't work in the inside. Direct contrast to their first rounds, not totally, but was way ahead after the first 6 rounds of the fight.
Here we go into 7.
Sometimes fighters turn southpaw out of desperation. I think Simon did it. They're just showing off.
The black trunks, as is Trice, but he has Simon at the waistband and the white tassels on his shoes.
And throughout most of this, reaching the ropes. Tyrone desperately needs to land something big soon, because if it goes much longer, he's not going to have anything left.
Scoring with it repeatedly. Doing a couple of good lefts by Brown.
Good stiff jab.
And every round, at least for the last, Tyrone Trice. He appears to be waning a bit.
Yeah, he's running out of gas. We said at the top, Dan, that these were 2 superbly conditioned young men. Either Simon Brown's
out of pounding will into what kind of condition you thought you were in.
Again, Simon southpaw.
Another good uppercut by Brown. And you're right, he's in the southpaw stance. And Simon Brown. Oh, a good left by Brown. You could hear that.
Brown again, switching back and forth. Tyrone Trice told us that he's knocked out every left-hander he ever faced. Well, right now Simon Brown is switching every once in a while to southpaw, and he doesn't look like he's in much danger of getting knocked out.
Over his eye last round, not a factor right now, not bleeding at all. And good right by Trice.
Close. I mean, he just doesn't have enough left to make it hurt. That was
7th.
Mother had one of the loudest voices. Emil Griffith's instructions to his fighter when he sat in the eye and said, same thing.
There is the daughter of Tyrone Trice, Natasha, and he needs all the help he can get.
Smoker, I do think one was low. But I think he could really accelerate what looks like Tyrone Trice's demise here if he did work the body.
Again, a reminder that when the last time these two fought back in April of '88, most people call it the best fight of '88. I guess you could honestly say that Simon Brown is choosing to let his gloves do the talking. Again, Trice back on the ropes.
And again, Trice taking a terrible beating in close.
Not showing facially. Oh, and a good left, and down goes Trice. Tyrone Trice back straight out and took a left from Simon Brown. 7! And he better hurry.
Time. He says
a minute left here in the 8th round. Tyrone Trice, blood at the nose and the mouth.
A lot of guts.
He does have that. Can he hang on to the balance of this round? Simon Brown smothering Trice in the corner. And Tyrone Trice somehow hanging in here.
On long enough there, refused to break. Oh, man.
How much can you question? That's it right now.
He has to pray that Simon on the left eye of Simon Brown.
And young crowd.
Brown again southpaw.
Again, Isa gets in and scores. Tyrone. Simon Brown pursuing the attack.
Tyrone Trice just threw a counter right hand, landed right in the button, and nothing happened. And it's just got to be a horrible feeling.
But I Trice for fighting back.
The blood in his left eye.
There he is, Isaac Brown. He certainly has seen his son in title defense. Belong to Simon Brown. And Tyrone Trice has gotten it back together. He seems to have his legs
thrown in about 4 rounds.
Trice and Simon. 8 got up
10-8 with the knockdown, but he also lost the point, so that was a 10-7 round.
But still a fine effort by Trice to get it back together. And again, that left from Brown hurt him. That left